Artio here, and welcome to another edition of Retro Ranking. Are we in for a good one today? Bit of a childhood guilty pleasure these are. Plus they're going to be releasing their first album in over 40 years. And I've heard some of the tracks, and they put some of these new pop artists to shame. We're talking about ABBA, of course. Now I've been practicing to get these names right. So ABBA, of course, are Anthea Falstog, Bjorn Ulvaeus, Benny Andersson, and Annie Frid Glinstad. Hence the name ABBA. They were formed in Sweden in 1972, made some couple of albums, very unknown in the rest of the world, and then in 1974 they popped along to Brighton to sing a little song in a Eurovision Song Contest, and as they say, the rest is history. So I've got my top 10 favourite ABBA songs and a couple of honourable mentions. One thing about ABBA, everybody knows the words. That's how much I don't know anyone that doesn't say, "Oh, I don't mind ABBA." I mean, some of, I suppose, some of the younger ones, you younger ones, are not really, wasn't the thing. But if you're of a certain age, ABBA was a part of your growing up. And unfortunately in our house it was. So that's how I come to not mind ABBA. And yes, I've got a greatest hits album, but I found them all on Spotify, because when the new album does come out, I'm going to rank the ABBA albums. Yes. Obscure or what? How many people have sat down and ranked the ABBA albums? Well, I'm going to do it, because I know there are some really good tracks on their other albums. They weren't just about making singles, they did produce some really good songs. So let's get started on my top 10 favourite singles, and there are going to be some shocks in here. I'll probably upset a few people as well, but this is my personal choice. And all these songs I've known since they come out, and it was very easy to put my top 10 together. So, coming in at number 10, from 1979, made number 3 in the UK and number 80 in the US. Again, they're very fickle. We are talking about Voulez-Vous. Like most ABBA songs, it's got a catchy hook, and the harmonies from Anita and Annie are fantastic. It's a bit of a disco-y track as well, but it boogies along nicely. Okay, number 9, 1978 now, number 1 in the UK, number 3 in the USA, Take a Chance on Me. It's probably some of the best harmonies ever put down on vinyl from everybody. Benny is truly the king of pop. No one else has ever wrote these catchy pop songs like Benny. The man's incredible. Hat off to him. I love the bass in this, and the keyboards is just something else. And that tune, even that I'm talking about it now, I can hear it in my head. I love this track. Always have. I just like the harmonies, the chance, chance. Very clever, very good. Okay, my number 8 is from 1981. Didn't chart in the UK at all. Got to number 80 in the USA. It's off the album Super Trooper, and it's a track from 1981 called On and On and On. If you haven't heard it, don't worry, I've put my top 10 in a playlist so you can listen to it there. It's just a little bit different, and it's got a catchy hook again. The girls sound great on it. I just like it. Okay, number 7. Back to 1979. Number 3 in the UK. This did not chart in America. How the hell it didn't, I don't know. Gimme Gimme A Man After Midnight. One of the best intros to a song ever. Any genre. You can't beat that. Absolutely brilliant. This did make the charts in America eventually when Madonna used it in one of her songs and totally mullered it. I'm sorry. She mullered it. How dare she take a great bit of music and muller it. And I'm sure Benny didn't mind, because he would have got loads more cash for using that track. It is a great track. Okay, number 6. I like this on so many different reasons. When it came out in 1979, made number 4 in the UK, 14 in the US. It's Does Your Mother Know? Got Bjorn singing lead vocal on this. Great song, but I've always liked it, but for me now, when I hear this, the only person I can think of is Rowan Atkinson from the Johnny English film. When he says, I've got this video evidence that I can't remember the name of the character, and when they put the DVD on, it's Johnny English in his bathroom dancing and cleaning his teeth for this song. Rowan Atkinson was an absolute star in that, and I thought it was very apt, and I can't, every time I hear it, I find it funny. Now if I can find it, and I can get, if there's a little clip of it, I'll put it in the playlist because it's so funny. Okay, back to the serious stuff of ranking my favourite ABBA songs. Okay, coming in number 5. This is from 1976. Number 3 in the UK, and again 56 in America. Come on, America, give love to one of the greatest pop bands ever to grace this fantastic earth. It's of course Money, Money, Money. One of the greatest pop songs ever written. We all know the tune, we all know the words, but again, this has got, I've seen a clip of Marillion doing this. Steve Hogarth dressing up, it's quite funny. But I love this track, absolutely at the top drawer. Okay, number 4. We go to 1975. The number 1 in the UK, 13 USA. Mamma Mia, Here I Go Again. My. Great track. Quirky pop song. I like the little riff in this, it's really, really good. Everybody knows the words, and obviously it was made into a film and a stage show, and everybody loves it, except me. I don't like the film. I just can't. I see Pierce Brosnan as 007, not as a singer, and he can't sing. I see Julie Walters as a comedian, not. It just didn't work for me. But lots of people like it, and fair play to you. Okay, number 3. This only got to number 6 in the UK, which is a shame. Number 15 in the USA. It's SOS. The harmonies in this are beautiful. There is just something about this song. I love the keyboard, I love the guitars, and it's just one of them songs that you can't get out of your head. Great vocals by everybody involved. The two girls are just fantastic singers, and what I've heard of their new stuff, they can still sing. Okay, coming in at number 2, one that really started the ball rolling. I mean, back in the day, we all used to sit and watch Eurovision Song Contest, and when we heard this, we thought it was brilliant. Got to number 1 in the UK, number 6 in the USA. Nice one, getting it in the top 10. It's, of course, the brilliant Waterloo. Great track, great rocker. Still one of my favourite songs from the 70s, always will be. So what's my number 1? Now, some of you will be thinking it's 1, and if you're thinking that, you're wrong. My number 1 is from 1977. Got to number 14 in the US. Knowing Me, Knowing You. First moment I heard this, I loved it. I was about 11 when this came out, 10, 11, something like that, and I thought, oh, this is a pretty good tune. And as time goes on, you listen to the words, and then you find out that and Frigga and Bjorn were a couple, and Annie and Benny were a couple. You listen to the words, and this is their ABBA had a bit of a Fleetwood Mac, didn't they? Couples breaking up. But as two professionals, they still produce some great music, and they're still the greatest of friends today. And this has always been my favourite ABBA track. I love the harmonies in this as well. It's just a fantastic track. Okay, we have got some honourable mentions. My first one comes from 1981. Got to number 7 in the UK, but did not chart in America. Lay Your Love on Me. And I've got a version of this by Halloween on their Metal Jukebox album. I like this song. It's a bit disco-y, but the harmonies is brilliant on this. It's just got a great sound to it. Okay, my second honourable mention was a number 1 from 1980, number 45 in the US. Another fine example of ABBA harmonies. It's Super Trooper. Now there's a line in this. It's one of them classic misheard lines. The actual line is about when I called you last night from Glasgow. But everyone thought it sounded more like when I called you last night from Tesco. Now, if you're watching this outside the UK, Tesco is one of the biggest supermarket chains in the UK. And as kids, we all thought they were singing about Tesco's, but it's actually Glasgow. Great track. Okay, my next honourable mention is a track called Eagle. It's off ABBA the album, did not chart anywhere, but this is a fine example of a ABBA track that's not popping. It's absolutely brilliant. It's got some great harmonies. It's a great tune. It's a fantastic track. And I thought I'd give it a mention. And my last one is the title track of the 1977 album Arrival. It's called Arrival. Now I love this because we had the album in the house, so it got played. It's an instrumental, but the version that I got to love and really like is Mark Oldfield's version off QE2. So I thought I'd give it a mention because it is a great little track. Before we go, you'll be wondering, he hasn't mentioned Dancing Queen, and there's a damn good reason. I never liked it, even as a kid. and it gets played to death now, and I can't even listen to it. I'm sorry, there's a lot of you think it's the best thing since sliced toast, but for me, it's just one of them tracks. If I never hear it again, I won't get upset. I'll give it its merit. It's a catchy tune, and it wouldn't be as big as it is if it weren't got a good hook. But as for me, I can't stand the song. And it seems everyone goes nuts over it, and they go overboard nuts when you get at parties and weddings, and everyone just goes over the top. But if they put on Super Trooper or Waterloo, it doesn't get the same response. Put Dancing Queen on, and every man and his dog's up there on the dance floor, and you go, oh God, this is cringeworthy. I mean, when I used to do discos, if someone asked for it, it was 3 minutes of torture for me. But anyway, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that like it, and if you like it, that's good for you. But it's not Iain's cup of tea. Anyway, that's the last show for today. Tomorrow is Marathon Wednesday, and we have got a marathon tomorrow again. We're looking at probably one of the hardest working rock bands in the UK, a band called Magnum. Now, if you're watching from America, watch this, because you'll discover that these are a very good band. They're very melodic, made some great tunes, so watch that one tomorrow and discover a new band. Okay, I will see you tomorrow. Take care for the day, have a great day, and bye for now.